even when they're dead, because I just think that, oh my god, there was an insect in here, and it's like just been dead there for a while. And like, I don't know, I just get really scared whenever I see them. Not so much scared, but just, just kind of freaked out. I know some of you guys are probably, drawing synonyms between the two, but still. And let's see, other things that, make me tick or really, just, can't really think of anything. I'm kind of, ladybugs is really the big thing, and just other insects in general. It's just like whenever I see something that it's like, you shouldn't be here, you should be outside where it's cold. And it just kind of, like, just freaks me out a little bit. I used to be a vegetarian, as some of you guys probably know. I actually, I am no longer a vegetarian as of, I believe, January of this past year. The reason why I stopped being a vegetarian was I really didn't have a reason to be one in the first place. Like, a lot of people, when they become vegetarians, they, talk about, like, being an animal activist and they don't want to eat animals and that kind of stuff. That's never really bothered me. It's just that I don't really eat meat very much to begin with, and, like, I just, didn't really think it was a big loss when I didn't eat it, so, it was just something kind of unique that I wanted to try for a while. I never really held it against anybody when they did eat meat, like, most vegetarians do. But, it's just not something I really did very much. I eat fish. I ate fish. So, like, for those of you who consider fish to be a meat, I actually did eat fish when I was a vegetarian, but I don't know. I don't really consider fish a meat, but people will probably disagree with that, and I really don't care. I wasn't really that set on being a vegetarian in the first place, so as far as I'm concerned, nah. So, let's see. While I'm talking about, things about me, I've actually had quite a few health problems and issues as I've been growing up. One of the main things is I'm actually kind of overweight. Now, before you guys, like, make fun of me and call me, like, a foodie or someone who's so lazy that he can't even get out of his chair, I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm not like the stereotypical fat person. I'm definitely not. If you actually knew me in real life, I'm very outgoing. I'm very careful with what I eat. In fact, most fattening foods I can't even eat because, like, fatty foods just make me sick sometimes. So, like, most of my weight honestly came from my genetics. I know a lot of people say that that's just an excuse. But honestly, if you knew my family, you'd understand because my mom came from a family that had a lot of weight problems and problems that, are usually contributed to by, being overweight, such as, like, diabetes and stuff like that. And then half of my dad's side of the family was pretty much the same way. So I got a lot of bad genes in my DNA, so that pretty much explains why I'm so overweight. But, like, if you actually knew me, I get a lot of exercise. I practically jog for at least 30 minutes every night. I make the effort, go out in the evening and actually, run a few laps around the house. Or, run down the street a few times and back. And then, I play a lot of basketball. I told you before, I actually go out golfing sometimes. So I'm in perfect shape. It's just that I got a lot of very bad genes in me. Which, kind of sucks because you honestly don't really have any control over that. Which is lame, but whatever. And also, yeah, as I said before, like, I'm very picky with what I eat, but, like, I just can't eat, like, too many fatty foods, so I actually eat relatively healthily, so yeah, enough about that. I do have somewhat of a weight problem, but I've actually been working on it, and I've actually lost quite a few pounds over this past year, so I'm definitely working on it. Not so much health issues, but other things to mention is I do wear glasses. I don't have perfect vision or really near perfect vision at all, and I'm actually nearsighted, so I can't see things that are really far away from me. And so, yeah, I wear glasses. I don't wear contacts, though, because I just can't imagine myself reaching into my eye every night to take those out, so I prefer glasses. I think I look cool in glasses, so I generally lean towards the glasses more than the contacts. For a while, when I was younger, I actually wore a hearing aid because I have hearing loss in my left ear. I'm not really sure what they would call that medically, but it's basically hearing loss. And yeah, I had to wear a hearing aid in my left ear for like the longest time. However, like, I never really had much of a hearing problem whatsoever. I mean, the only things I couldn't really hear are like very, very faint noises. And of course, when you take those hearing tests, that's what they use for their hearing tests. So like, I could never hear those very well. So like, I always got confused while taking those tests, and you know, it obviously hindered my score. That's my main belief about those. So I never really thought I had much of a hearing problem, but of course the doctors treated it like I did have one, even though I didn't think I did. But after a few years of me wearing that stupid thing, they finally realized that my hearing really wasn't that bad, so I never really have to wear that thing again. However, I still have it just in case, and you know, I think every 2 years or so I actually get checked up on that to make sure it hasn't gotten, like, you know, really, really bad, even though it really hasn't gotten that bad. And something else, when I was younger, I actually had a very bad case of viral pneumonia. And it's actually kind of a funny story at first, but like, I was really sick in November of 1999, and my mom really wanted to take me to a doctor. However, I did not want to go to the doctor because on the night I was taken to the hospital, it was actually the day of the Pokemon movie, the very first Pokemon movie being released, and I just like really wanted to see that, and like I had to see it on the first day. I couldn't go to I couldn't go to a doctor or anything because I just had to see that movie. And my mom finally agreed with me that she would take me to the movie as long as I went to the doctor afterwards. But by the time the movie was over, it was way too late. I actually blacked out while walking out of the movie theater, and I had to be lifelined to well, I was taken to a hospital by ambulance, and then I was lifelined, like I was actually taken by helicopter to another hospital where I was actually treated, and I was in a coma for 2 weeks. And I had a very fast recovery, though, so I was really only out of commission for 3 or 4 weeks, and 2 of those weeks were spent in a coma. Therapy didn't last me very long. I was able to recover very, very quickly, and I was determined to get out of there and back into classes and, you know, back to hanging out with my friends again. So, you know, that's kind of a unique story, how Pokemon actually got me into some major health issues when I was younger. But I had a quick recovery, and I grew a lot of common sense after that incident, so thank God for that, I guess. Okay, so according to the clock, I've actually been recording for 20 minutes now, so I think I better wrap this up, don't you guys think? I mean, I can only talk for so long, and I've apparently been talking for 20 minutes, so I'll go ahead and close this video out, and I'll close this video in pretty much the same way I closed my last tag video, because one of the things I did in my last tag video is I actually revealed what I look like, which is kind of unknown to people because people don't think I reveal myself, but I actually revealed myself a long time ago, so I'm not really sure what everybody was thinking about that, but oh well, no big deal. I'll go ahead and show what I look like again. I'll show the same pictures I showed in my last tag video, and then I'll also show a few new ones, I guess, too, so there's something new for everybody, I guess. So this is what I look like. Yeah, not the most visually appealing individual, but who the hell cares? You didn't subscribe to me for what I look like, you just subscribed to me for what I do on YouTube, so this is the person who you've been watching for so many days. This is SlimKirby. So yeah, that's about all I'm going to say for this video. Thanks to YouTube user ShotzRox for tagging me, I guess. And I'm glad to help you out, man. I'm glad I could actually come through and actually make a response to your tag, I guess you could say. For those of you who don't know who ShotzRox is, he's a Let's Player just like I am. He has a lot of entertaining videos, so you should definitely check him out. I will have his link, or the link to his channel in my video description. Of course, the video description is at the bottom of the video, not at the right side like it used to be, so make sure you remember that. And really, that's about it. I'll see you guys for my next video, and I guess I'll also see you for my stream on Friday. So yeah, see you guys then. Later, folks.